Hello, and today we're going to be looking at the new ban list that dropped yesterday. I will post a link in the description to it. But yeah, so you can go with it as I'm going, but let's get discussing. So, Forbidden, Moon of the Closed Heaven, Splash Mage, King of the Feral Imps, and number 67, Paradise Smasher. Now, talk about these. Moon of the Closed Heaven, needed banning. It made Fiendsmith playable in every deck. This now means it's not going to be splashable in every deck. By the way, this comes out. This is effective from Monday the 15th. Back to Closed Heaven. Stops it being splashable in every deck. So, you can have to be played like Musketeers, which has Light Fiends, Karibos, which has Light Fiends, or Rysil could probably play it with Exiton, or you have to play Pure Fiendsmith or a Primate version with like Dippity, for example. It's come several months late for some people, but rocking up and not seeing Fiendsmith combo every time for every deck might be nice. Splash Mage, one of the ones for Banlist, gives them slightly less plays for certain things, but some people we were discussing, Josh Schmidt server, the implications of this and playing around certain hand traps. But yeah, should be interesting. King of the Feral Imps. This is your Bitsu Rysil, or a Bitsu Rysil bridge. Means you can't bridge Rysil into Mitsu as easily, so it's probably killed. You might still, someone thinks they found a way to go still Mitsu into Feral Imps, but, well, not Feral Imps, Mitsu into Rysil, but without Feral Imps, but there's probably not many people going to be playing that variant. And then number 67, Paradise Smasher. K9 card. Banned. Good. No dice roll effects. Of course, a lot issues, and yeah, just wasn't printed in a comment, so we figured this was happening, so we're not too surprised by this. Next up, Limited. X-Drysil, Dormouse, Malice B Dormouse, Vanquish Soul Raisin, Fiendsmith's Lacrima, the extra deck monster, Link Karibo, Summon Sorcerers, Herald of the Arclight, Sudiac Trident, Christian Inclusion, Obedient Skuld, Stake Your Soul, and Solemn Judgment. I'll go through the ones I know about. So X-Drysil, big hit. It gives it a lot less starters. It's not that Rysil's a massive play unless it's big paired with something. Some people discussing maybe Sudiacs might be the way to give it more starters. Dormouse is huge, being limited to one. Because that's the one that lets Malice monsters gain 600 attack if you activate the effect. Fiendsmith Lacrima's back, so we've lost Closed Moon, but now we've got the Burn for Time card. It does do other stuff, but it was used a lot for the Burn for Time. Doesn't really matter anymore because of new rules, so yeah, it can come back to one. Zodiac Trident, interesting. They've been slowly releasing Zodiacs again, so they're from Banlist, so yeah, not unexpected. You notice I am missing certain cards out, I'll get to those in a moment. Crystron Inclusion, yeah, hit for Crystron. They could probably use some other cards, particularly after the new support comes out, so it's not too bad. Solemn Judgment to 1, again, not surprising, but there is as such, but yeah, bits of surprised other floodgates weren't limited or taken out of the game completely first, but okay. On to the ones I'm been skirting around. First up, Link Karibo, Herald of the Arclight, Obedience Gold. Link Karibo, I can play it now. My Karibo stack, it's back. Cool. Also looking forward to doing that. But it's a Link one for Yummy. Particularly now we've lost Herald of the Arclight from 2 to 1. A lot of us were playing at 2. Losing 1 Omni Negate to get a Link Karibo Negate is not terrible. Actually, it's quite interesting. I quite like it. Obedience Gold to 1. Yeah, but we've got the Is it Marshmallow? Marshmallow? I don't know, the new Yummy monster coming out soon, so that's going to do a lot for the deck. So Obedience Gold to 1 isn't too bad. Vanquish Soul Rasen and Stake Your Soul Limited. This is not good for Vanquish Soul. They now don't have enough fire attributes to make it already bricky engine playable. Most people probably go drop it or play, rather will run more bricks to try and make it work, which it's already quite a bricky deck. So there's been quite some impact on this, especially for Vanquish Soul, and a couple of expected hits for the support cards for Yummy. Nothing's been hit for Draco Tail. Onto the semi-limited list. 1 card, Branded Fusion. It's went to limited and it's back at 2. Gives it more consistency, and people playing the Draco Tail branded stuff will be happy because it gives them a second copy if anything happens to that branded fusion, like it being ashed. Onto Unlimited. Glow Up Bulb, it's back at 3. For those who don't know, it's got a once per duel effect of you can send the top card of your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card once per duel from graveyard. So, level 1 Tuner, plant, good card. Masterpiece, the Tree Drake is Slane King. It's back to Unlimited. So yeah, it's like Morphing Jar is back. Flip deck. You could play your flip deck Morphing Jar. So again, if you really wanted. Time rules might take a loss though. But I might look out for some just because it might be a fun deck to make the Morphing Jars. Phantom Skyblaster. Don't actually know much about that card, I'm trying to think. Skyblaster. So just try to search it out. When this card is normal or flip summoned, you can special any number of Skyblaster tokens, up to the number of monsters you control. Once per turn, during the standby phase, inflict the object damage to your opponent for each Skyblaster monster. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Doesn't seem particularly strong. Lightning Sword to 3, it's interesting. Zodiac Barrage, Sujak's been slowly banned, as we said, so yeah, not surprising. Draconic Diagram with True Draco. True Draco, I think, had some new support. Yeah, that's fine. Snake Eye Ash and Snake Eyes Poplar. Snake Eyes is coming back towards full power. It's not there yet, but Snake Eyes is becoming more playable again. And I've seen people looking at ways they can implement Snake Eyes into it's like a weird yummy variant and stuff. Interesting Banlist. So ways I think it's good. I quite like this Banlist. It's got some consistency hits to some support. Most of the people I know agree. We were all expecting Stake Your Soul to be hit, not Rasa. So that's a bit of a shock for Vanquish Soul players. So I'm sorry for that. It's have happened because you had it wasn't the most consistent engine in the first place. And most of the bans were kind of expected, particularly with how recent printings of some of them were. So overall, it's not a terrible list. It's a decent list in my opinion. I'm not saying, I mean, there's a few things that could have been added, maybe. A few things maybe didn't quite expect to come back to 3, but yeah, that's that. What do you think about it? Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and comment anything you wanted to see on the list, anything you aren't happy about. So yeah, thank you. See you next time. Bye.